Hello everyone, this is Hadrian. Thank you for watching. Let's play some more Subnautica in our Into the Locker series. Whoa, there's some chop there. That's what I get for just loading the game up. Better now. Alright. Now, in the last episode, I had gone on a wild goose chase for some silver, fought off several stalkers in order to get it, and now I have arrived back at the base with everything I need to make a computer chip. At least I think everything I need. Almost everything I need. Hopefully everything I need. We'll see. But I've got silver, which is what matters. So electronics, we need to make a computer chip. We need table coral. I knew there was one more thing. But table coral is pretty easy to spot because this little red glow usually indicates... Hey, there we go. Did any more just fall? Let's see. No, it's just the one. So we need to use our knife on it. Oh, okay, yeah, these used to break apart, but they don't break apart anymore. They're just one big piece, which is fine. There's still plenty nearby. So I've got the table coral sample I needed, and now I'll be able to make a computer chip, which will be a very important thing for what I'm going to do next. All right. So we just used some quartz as well, which we already had with us. Now, tool-wise, we need a battery as well. Alright, so we need 2 acid mushrooms to make that happen. Again, as I mentioned in the first episode in the series, acid mushrooms are just stupid easy to find everywhere. They're the most common resource in the game, so you never have to worry about being low on battery acid, pretty much. Let's go ahead and make our battery, and now we should have the ability to build a very, very important Subnautica tool. Which is, oh wait, our habitat builder. The builder is designed to construct habitats capable of withstanding extreme environmental conditions, and here it is. So now, okay, the sun's coming up, that's good. I can build any of this stuff, and I already have some titanium on me, as well as potentially some glass, yeah. So I actually have some of the initial components that I need in order to build a base. So I think... You know, I said what I wanted to do was deliberate a lot on where I was going to build the base. I don't think I really need to. I think I would like to have one down here, just very close to my initial landing spot, but just a spot where I could run away from the stalkers near here, but that would be just very close to this kelp forest, because this is going to be an area where I'm going to be gathering a lot of resources in the coming episodes. So I kind of want to have it on the cliff side. Let me swim back up for a second to avoid pissing off any stalkers. But the main thing that I want to do with this is I want to have it out of the way to where I don't have to swim through danger to get to it, but I want to have it as deep as possible in the water. Right over here, it looks like it's going to be a pretty good spot. See, there's our initial base. So let's go ahead and look at building a foundation. That's going to take a second to load here, which is just fine. Early access games. It's going to happen. Alright, so I'm going to build the foundation here. And done. So our base has a nice foundation. Oh, there's a stalker right there. Come to see us. Now, a multi-purpose room is going to require 6 titanium, so I need to go up. I haven't built the Sea Glide yet because I don't have all the components to it. I know I'm running out of air.
Remaining.
It will be okay. How much room do I have in my inventory? I've got enough. I'm going to pick this up really quick. Now we're going to surface because we are in fact running out of air.
Emergency. 10 seconds of oxygen.
So as you may recall from the first episode as well, I have some titanium hanging out in my temporary lockers here. So we're going to open our storage and we're going to just pull all of this. We're also going to hop up into the escape pod and we're going to convert that wreckage that we just picked up into more titanium. Now I can make titanium ingots right now, but titanium ingots, they would condense my titanium storage, but there's no way to uncondense it, and ingots are only used for select high-end items. So now I want to make a multi-purpose room. I want to have a big old room down here that I can open up and climb into. I think one thing I have yet to discover a blueprint for. Alright, so the multi-purpose room will go there. Might piss off a stalker while I'm doing this. There is a stalker nearby. Seems like it's getting dark a little bit. It might just be how deep we are. Alright, and now I need to build a hatch to get into this thing. So let's go ahead and build that right... That actually seems like a pretty good spot. Let's build a hatch right there.
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Perfect. And now, the question is, do I have a... No, I don't. I do have the ability to build a bioreactor, which requires that I have some lubricant right now. But I would really like to have... Ideally, I would like to have a
10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
solar panel in order to power this base that I've just built. So we're going to need to do a little bit more looking around in order to find the equipment we need to power the base the way we want to. And that involves potentially pissing off more stalkers. But at least now, here, I'll let you see what the inside of this thing looks like. At least now we have this. Unfortunately, we can't breathe in here. So we're losing air at a slower rate, but we can't stay in here because the base is not powered. There's nothing actually protecting it. So I'm going to step up here, or step back out here rather, and we're going to start looking. Here's that lighting glitch again. That's new. It's unique to this update.
Caution, 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
There's some stalkers right there. Let me surface. There's 3 of them, in fact. Good lord, this is a very, very populated kelp forest. So we're going to surface, and I'm going to spend some time looking for a blueprint that can give me the solar power that I need to power that base, which is pretty much my next priority at this point, because without the solar power, we're kind of in a bind. Alright, so that guy just dropped some poison drops. Sea glide fragment, perfect. I think I've already found one. Good, we've unlocked the sea glide. I can build that soon. I'm not going to build it just yet, because I'm looking for more of these things. Solar panel fragment, that's exactly what I wanted. Please tell me I just need one. That would be so great. Perfect. Alright, so we now have access to some of the next equipment that we need to be able to make. Oh yeah, that's right. The solar panel actually has an appearance now. For the longest time, it didn't really look that good. All right, I need 2 pieces of quartz. Do I have enough? I need 1 more piece of quartz, and I don't see another one, and I need a surface. So these guys are peaceful, but you can't get near them because they will drop poison drops in response to you. All right. Let us build our solar panel. We're going to pop it right down on top of this thing. Right here. Boom. Solar panel, and then you can see the power line indicating the base is powered, and we have light.
All primary systems online.
Now, one of the first things we need to do, I don't think we can actually build a hatch here yet. Maybe just because we don't have the material for it. No, we can build a bulkhead, just not there. All right, let's see. We need some glass. Also, you know what else we need? We need to make a fabricator. So we need another computer chip, which means we need more silver. And
Caution.
we need a wiring kit.
Dehydration detected.
Mild dehydration, huh?
Recommended.
Okay. I can do that. Let's head out here and start going for some food. I'll get some food and drink in me. Come here. Come here. There you go. Now again, these guys I can't actually capture. Can't do anything with them. See, I can't actually select them. But a lot of the other nearby fauna are, in fact, capturable. What I really need is an air sac, or 2 or 3. So I'm looking for those. There's one. Alright. Got one of those. And ideally 1 or 2 more. Looking, looking, looking. We need to build a sea glide, too, because that's really going to help us move around faster. It'll also, one of the really, really handy things is it makes it much easier to escape stalkers, which are really, if you've noticed, they're one of the big early game threats, so we want to make sure that we stay out of their way. Solar panel fragment. This is just going to give us some extra titanium since we already have a solar panel. There's a air sac. Gotcha. What else? That heat signature that we have set up through the signal that we've been aware of for a while is down there. But 500 meters is much, much farther than we can safely dive right now.
Creature discovered.
All right, so we just got a Gary fish. We haven't actually caught a Gary fish yet this run. Okay, good. There's a bunch of these things. Come here. Got another air sac.
10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
I know there are more. There's one. So we need a bunch of these things in order to stay hydrated. Come here. Thank you. All right, that should be good enough. Let's head back over to the escape pod and then proceed from there. Such a beautiful game. Few visual glitches to work through, but a beautiful game nonetheless. All right. Or who knows, it might not be Subnautica, it might be like NVIDIA's latest drivers or something. I mean, sometimes that is unfortunately a factor. Alright, so let's go ahead and get some water from our situation.
Emergency. Severe dehydration detected.
We're about to fix that, so chill out.
Intake immediately.
Alright, and let's also cook some food. This is an interesting thought. It is normal to be repulsed by the thought of eating a dead animal, but it is best to remember that humans survived adequately without synthetic foods for many years. You can too. Thank you.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Perfect. Alright, that is much better. Now, I need to build a sea glide. And I think it's a deploy. Yeah, there it is. So we need lubricant and a battery in order to get a sea glide. So we're actually pretty close to being able to build the sea glide. So let's take a look at what we need for lubricant. We need 3 creepvine seed clusters. And then for a battery, what else would we need? We need 2 acid mushrooms. So we're pretty close. Let's get a couple of acid mushrooms now and then go get those creepvine seed clusters, which we may not have room for. Yes, we do. Perfect. All right. We're heading down this way. There's our base over there. Not being able to make too much use of it yet, but that will change, particularly once we have the sea glide and can move around a lot more. Oh hey, there's something we can scan. Let's take care of that. Hopefully not get attacked while we're doing it. Sea glide fragment, that's going to give us some titanium. Hopefully that won't stop us from being able to pick up the stuff we need to pick up. Yeah, it will. Alright, so let's drop 1 piece of titanium.
Caution.
Fixed.
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Alright, so now we have everything we need to make the sea glide. And you guys, if you've not played Subnautica before, you're in for a treat. This thing is awesome. The only thing is, I need to make sure that I can keep it powered. So we're going to need to build a backup supply of batteries to a certain extent once we have this thing built. Alright, in we go. And let's do our battery. Our lubricant. And now, our sea glide. Check this out. This is our sea glide, which we are looking at for the first time here. Now we can swim around. Notice we're already at 98% power with it. It's brutal. It's truly brutal. Let's see, how much copper do we have on us right now? I'm going to go ahead and make some more batteries while I'm thinking about this. We're going to go harvest a whole bunch of acid mushrooms. And then we're going to continue making that base even better. 2, 3, 4. That should be 6. Yep. Perfect. I should have enough for 3 batteries. One, 2, 3. All right, now we have backup batteries for the Sea Glide. And what should our next priority be? I guess, I mean, we need to build, let's see, wiring kit and a computer chip. So we need more silver, ideally. Let's have a look around. Perfect. There's some more silver. And there might be some more here as well. So sandstone is generally where you find the silver.
Caution. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Also notice this thing does have a light on it, so we no longer really need our flashlight as long as we have this thing powered, which is pretty sweet. I mean, I think it's sweet. You might disagree, but I think it's cool. Alright, let's swim to the surface real quick. Notice how fast we can ascend when we are running when we are running out of oxygen. It just makes it so much easier to just fly around and find the things that you need. Sea Glide fragment. I don't really need it. I'm looking for that. That's what I'm looking for. Please be sandstone. Perfect. More silver. What are you? Sea Glide? That's probably the one I found a second ago. Alright. I do not see any other little sandstone bits. It's looking like we might be entering a new biome. Yep.
Of oxygen
I forget what this stuff is called. Don't want to get too close because there's usually new predators lurking in this area. Oh, found some wreckage though. Speaking of new predators though, there's one right there. I think those are called sea lions, if I'm not mistaken.
Emergency.
And they are mean. Okay. I will surface, just to appease you. Thank you. Let's have a look under here. Yeah, I don't see anything that I can... Crap. He's coming after me. Swim, 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 swim. Yeah, alright, he went away. Terrifying to encounter those things at night, because you can't see them coming. Oh, hey. I haven't finished the coral tube, evidently. There's still more rocks on this thing. We're on the other end of the coral tube now. Yeah. Some limestone outcrops. So we'll be able to get more copper from that. I feel like the sun is rising just based on some of the lighting around me right now. By the way, yes, there is a second moon. It's right there. It can be eclipsed by the first one. I think it's about to happen, actually. But first, where is our base? There it is. So let's head this direction and kind of gather ourselves, because I've been looking around spastically for different things. I'll try and catch this eclipse with a clear view if possible. This would be cool to see. Plus, I have most of the equipment that I'll need in order to build my next item. Specifically, I need... No, not that. I need to be able to build a wiring kit, which requires 2 pieces of silver ore and a computer chip. So actually, I'm going to need 1 more piece of silver. So here's that. Looks like it's just going to be a partial eclipse. I don't know that it'll actually fully cover the small moon. But I just love to see the interactions between the celestial bodies in Subnautica. It's just absolutely awesome. So the sun is actually not rising, and I was wrong about that. There are some pretty bright spots in the sky, which indicates there might be other planets nearby. But anyway, that's just the astronomy nerd in me coming out. Let me dive back in and see what else I can find. I need one more piece of silver, right? Right? I have 1, 2 pieces of silver on me. Yes, I need one more. Just need to look around for one more little sandstone outcropping at around this depth. Oh, really? It's already dead? Alright. Oh, there's new controls here. Select. Okay, so we've exchanged the battery. That is faster than I'm accustomed to. They've added the ability to recharge batteries, and I think at the same time that they've added the ability to recharge batteries, they've really reduced... Oh man, yeah, it's already at 90%. That is nuts. That is completely new to me. Hey, we're going to need that.
10 seconds of
Stalker tooth.
Remaining.
Just pissed off that that dude. All right, let's head back down. I need silver. We're already at 80% power. Just need one sandstone outcropping. Come on, where are you? You've got to be somewhere nearby. There's lots of magnesium, but I don't actually see any sandstone. Try not to piss off any stalkers at the same time. There's some sandstone. Please be sandstone. No, it's limestone. Crap. I'm going to surface. Wait. No, I'm not. That's also limestone.
30 seconds of oxygen.
See, silver is tough to find, and we just need one more. If you're lucky, you find a spot where there's just bunches and bunches of it. Okay, sun is coming up. I'm glad I brought those extra batteries with me, because I am going through them. That's magnesium. Alright, holy crap, you scared the Jesus out of me. He's back behind me. Alright, I'm just going to run for a bit. The Sea Glide can, of course, outrun them, so there's my fort over there. So I guess I should look around closer to my fort. That would make more sense. I'm just looking for the ingredients I need to actually have a fabricator down here, to where I could build things in my fort. If I wasn't clear about that, that's the next objective. And at the moment... Wait.
Caution. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Inventory full. Crap. Alright, well, let's go in here.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Will you let me drop anything here? No, you won't. It used to be in Subnautica that you could just drop things in interior spaces, be it your base or the landing pod, but you can't anymore. They definitely neutered that a little bit. It's a weird word to use, but they took away that ability. I think nerfed was more what I was going for. But in a lot of other campaigns I've been playing, I've been using the word neuter to describe, just kind of stopping an opponent in their tracks. Okay, so there's that.
Emergency.
Surface.
10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Okay, well, yeah, let's go down there and see if I can find that silver. That'll be 2 episodes in a row, ended hopefully with the acquisition of some silver. It's a big deal when you find it in the early game. Changes somewhat as you move away from needing it all the time. But these early items depend on it. Okay, I don't see I'm trying to exchange it. Oh, charge 0%.
Caution. 30 seconds
There
of
we go.
oxygen remaining.
So I need to recharge some batteries. I don't have that ability yet, but I will have it at some point. I haven't built a recharge station yet at all, so it's completely new to me. I'm going to ascend here.
10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Having real trouble spotting any sandstone. I'm trying not to use the power in my sea glide as I ascend. Try to conserve it a little bit more. Okay, let's go back down. Just want to spot one little chunk of silver before I'm done here. Can't be that hard. Is that a sandstone outcropping? Nope, it's limestone. So we're getting lots of lead, but we don't need lead, we need silver. Oh, I just flew right near a stalker. He's coming after me. That's limestone as well. I'm going to keep moving because there's a stalker right behind me, and I'm flying right towards one. Great. What's this? Mobile vehicle bay fragment. Perfect. I think the stalker actually went away, so I'm going to scan this really quick. Keep moving. Good, we have the mobile vehicle bay, which means we will be able to build... as soon as we acquire some of the vehicle upgrades, we'll be able to build some submarines.
30 seconds.
Which is really a thing, and it's awesome. Limestone. So much limestone, not enough sandstone. Is this sandstone? Nope. Nope. What about this? Is this sandstone? Nope. It's limestone. I need...
Emergency. 10 seconds of
okay,
oxygen
fine.
remaining.
There is unfortunately not a way in Subnautica for you to stay underwater indefinitely unless you have, as I mentioned, that submarine. Sandstone, that's what I want. Give me some gold. Is that silver? That's silver. Perfect. Let's go ahead and fly in here real quick and see. That's limestone. That's sandstone. That's more silver. This is what I was hoping to find at some point. More silver. Good. Found the jackpot right at the end here. Now you need to be where I stopped for a second. So I'm hovering right over a little oxygen fountain under the sea here. Also seems to be a pretty safe little spot. Let's shine our flashlight around and see if there's any other silver hanging out before I wrap up here. I don't see any sandstone. Oh wait, no. There's one. We can break that open real quick. We got plenty of air. Let's not leave you in suspense wondering what it is. Hey, more silver. Good. So that's going to help us over the next episode or two because we won't have to go... Oh, wait. There's one more. That's just limestone. Got some more copper. More copper is not the worst thing in the world. So anyway, I'm going to hang out right here. And while I hang out right here, I am going to end this episode. In the next one, we will put the silver to good use. We're going to make an actual fabricator in our base. And that will give us the ability to carry some of our resources down from our original landing pod to our base, and also we're going to be able to look at starting to expand our base and make it a bit more cosmetically pleasing than the giant round hunk of metal that it currently is. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and cut this episode here. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I upload new episodes in Into the Locker every day at 6 Eastern Daylight Time, which is GMT-4 for those of you not in the States, and comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in a bit.